Welcome back to an afternoon edition of Dogging It. I'm Molina Mike, and I got a pretty good show today, man. I'm real excited about. We just got back from junior nationals, and it was a lot. It was a lot different than what I expected it to be honest with you, but in a great way. Part of that whole journey and story was a gentleman who I'm bringing on, and I'm pretty excited about it. I want to start the show with just talking about sportsmanship, and sportsmanship is defined as fair and generous behavior or treatment of others, especially in a sport contest. Enacted by Payne Mcbride in a tense matchup in the boys' eight ball event embodied what that definition means. I'd attempt to show you guys what went on, but instead I'll just show you. So just hang tight.
Move the
You
9.
saw it just kind of.
Look at the frown too, because he
got-
hit the
he
cue
got
ball so
so
good.
good.
Oh my
Look
goodness.
at Joey. Can't even believe it. Wow. He even said, wow. He had no idea.
No, yeah. I mean, Payne's this.
So this is at. He's running out Hill. I mean,
Not
at
Hill
4-3,
Hill.
4-3.
Oh, he moved the.
The nine ball rocked ever so slightly, and but it kind of stole the show, man. You know, it got over 1.1 million views on Facebook and over half a million minutes watched. Each year, a boy and girl gets honored with the Brendan Crockett Award for sportsmanship. And when I was asked to vote, it was a no-brainer. So on the male side, at least, it was Payne all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. I want to welcome Payne onto the show right now. Payne, how are you, buddy?
What's going on, Mike? I'm doing great.
I want to
How
start.
are you?
Uh, I want to start with that viral moment, man. You know, talk me through that shot. Talk me through what happened. What was going through your mind? How fast was your heart beating? Give me all those details, man.
This is the second time you're asking me this question.
I am. I am. A little different environment, though.
uh, I mean, it wasn't like a pressure shot or anything. I was running out.
You were on the hill. What do you mean it ain't? What would you define as pressure then?
I was
If
already
being on the
settled
hill
in
and
the
running
match.
out,
It was 4-3. I was settled
that's
in.
fair. That's fair.
Uh, I felt like I knew I had a chance of doing that before the shot, and I tried to prevent it, but I still did it. It's terrible.
You
I'm
mean hitting the ball with your cue? You mean?
Yeah, hitting the 9 ball. It was a 9 ball, right? I hit it with my cue.
Yeah. But you pured it, man. You pured the shot. Like that. That was part of what made that moment like what it was. You know, you're on the hill, and then you hit it so good. You come around three rails, and then it wasn't until we're watching down the barrel as you're live, and none of us even noticed it, man. You
There
know?
were a lot of people sitting in the stands that didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah. What what is it about your pain or how you were raised? Why that's the route you decided to take as far as calling a foul on yourself? Because I've seen a lot of pool player in my day not be so honest. If I'm being
I
real
would
with
have,
you.
I would have felt terrible, Mike.
Yeah. No, I love
I
that
would,
though. Yeah.
yeah, I would have felt terrible cheating Joey out of a rack. That's what, I mean, that's what made him win the match.
Yeah.
But
Mo-
I wouldn't say it's how I was raised. It's more about how the people I've been around, I guess.
Yeah. What did Joey tell you after the match, or did you guys talk about it at all once it was said and done?
I forget really. He
Yeah.
said thanks like right after I did it when it was 4-3 in the match. But
You mean for calling the foul on
yeah, he was like,
yourself?
he said thanks for being honest. I forget what we said after the match. I don't think we said much.
I know that whenever I spoke with him afterwards, he mentioned that he had no idea that you had fouled, and he wasn't surprised that that's what you did because that's just like in the sense of that's just the kind of character you have, Payne. You
I
know,
like Joey. I like old Joey.
well, he said point blank. He said that's my guy. That's what he
Really?
said, man. Yeah, that's what he said. He said that's my guy, and I'm. You showed a lot of fight in that match and throughout the whole week. And did you expect when that video got posted to kind of take off the way that it did, and to kind of
No, not
just
at all.
catch flames, man?
I didn't expect that at all. Thanks for taking it, Melina. I mean,
Well, it was you, man. Like I felt like it's as much of a duty to tell the story of what's going on in the event as it is to give you guys an idea of the players behind it. Like it's pool is so much more than just you guys out on the table hitting balls. Because what gets me to want to watch you going forward is who you are. Whether I like you or I can't stand you. You know, like if
Yeah.
you got that Floyd Mayweather effect or that Conor McGregor effect, right? I want to either watch you win or I want to watch you go down. But either way, I want to watch you. I want to root. I want to have passion. I want to have fandom. All
Oh
these
yeah.
things, you know. And a big part of that, especially in pool, I feel like, is getting to know you guys, getting to know the
Yeah.
guys behind the cue, you know, and ladies for that matter.
There's a
But
lot of personalities developing, which is great because you guys covered the event great and showed the personalities that are developing.
it was stories like that that made the entire trip worthwhile for me, Payne. You know, because I don't get to follow junior pool a whole lot, you know, and
Yeah.
um, the compelling matchups is one thing because at 4-3, I'm like, to me, you know, that's a bit of an upset. So I'm like, Payne's gonna get it, and then I think you got it.
Yeah.
When I saw that ball hit that third rail, I said he got there. He's good. He's got it. He's gonna cross the finish line, and then it was kind of a uh, it was a shocker, man. And then I realized, like, man, you did that at that spot when you got all those people watching, nobody in the room, the referee, Joey, me, Collins,
Yeah.
everyone's in. Nobody saw it but you, and even the people that I've shown that have been like physically with me, right? And I'm showing them the video. They have to watch it a second time, and I have to tell them, look at the 9 ball, you know, because they don't
It
even
was like,
notice it. Yeah.
yeah, it was like my heart dropped too, and seeing it fall in the hole was even worse because I hit it
Yeah.
real perfect.
What did what was that trip like for you from a competitive standpoint? You know, what outside of the 8 ball, you know, how was your overall experience with it?
The eight was fun. It felt like the other events were kind of goofy. The straight pool and the straight pool and the 10 ball, I had one like great day, and then the second day was not as good because I forget how many I played in the straight pool. I think I played 3 matches in this. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I played my first couple matches great, and then I played one that was terrible. And the same thing happened in the 10 ball. I won my first 3 matches, played great in all three, and then I didn't play as good in the last one.
I was asking your mom what what she felt about it, and you know, she was in that video clip, and she told me, she said, I couldn't see it where I was sitting at. You know, I thought he was good on the one, and I'm thinking he's out. Uh, and she said, and then the internet took over, and her inbox kind of blew up. You know, and uh, you from talking with your parents a little bit over the last couple of days, you can tell just how proud of you they are. You know, and I hope and I'm sure you got that vibe as well, being around them for the whole week.
I love them. They're my parents. I mean, I don't really
How
know what
cool is
else
it
to
to
say.
get how cool is it to have them around, see you, you know, celebrate moments like that, or be with you during tough times of competing?
I mean, obviously I still get pissed at them sometimes, but
You're a teenager. I think
yeah,
that's par with the course, man. You know.
I am. But I mean, it's just like having your parents around. I mean, they know me. They've been with me every year of my life. They try and help me.
Yeah.
I might not be as susceptible to that as I should be, but they help me
I
through
think
everything. They
it's
put me
part
here.
of it's of course, yeah, absolutely. It's part of growing up, though. I feel like, you know, as you get older, you kind of get a
Yeah.
little bit more perspective from being, you know, I was a knucklehead teenager and giving my mom a hard time, and I'm sure that's a surprise to a lot of you, right? Uh, but
Yeah.
it's it kind of comes full circle where you start to realize, like, as you get older, the sacrifices they make for you, and the effort that it took to kind of put you in positions, you know, of to even just
Oh
have an
yeah.
opportunity to be where you're at, you know. How long have you been playing junior nationals for, Payne?
Like this is my 5th year.
Yeah.
My first year was you remember when they had it in New Orleans?
No, that was at the trade show, right? It was a part of the trade show at that time.
I'm not sure. I was too little. They
Yeah.
had it in New Orleans and then Vegas for 3 years and then this one. This is my 5th one.
Do you feel like this past week, you know, you accomplished what you set out for, or that you were able to get where you wanted to be at by the end of the week?
Not really. Not at all. No.
Why do you say that, Payne?
I want to win, of course. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I just feel inconsistent. You know what I mean?
But that's a struggle that all pool players go through, you know, at times. That's
Yeah.
realistic and that's fair. You know, what is your preparation like or follow up like after an event like this?
It's not very good, to be honest.
No.
Um, no, I've been on the road for like the past 3 weeks. They had the big junior all around in Kentucky, and then the JSC right after that was a week and a half, and then event was a week. So that's 2.5 weeks.
It's rough.
I've just been kind of chilling out. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
I've been kind of chilling out for the last 2 days.
Look, I was gone for like 11ish days. My back still ain't right.
Yeah.
I'm tired, but then again, I'm like twice your age, so I'm allowed to feel that way. I'm like double pain. I want to bring in a gentleman who was a part of the experience. Nothing that we were able to do would have been possible without him. He gave us a chance to be out there and kind of make fools out of ourselves, Collins and I, and showcase these kids. So I want to bring in Shane Tyree of the BEF. Shane, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Mike. Payne, it's great to see you.
What's up, Shane?
I was able to listen to the conversation about the Sportsmanship Award. What you presented there and receiving the award. That's the true definition of this being a gentleman's game. And it goes way back, and you should be very proud of your action because, like Mike said, we all know pool players. 9 out of 10 might have turned a blind eye to it, and continued to run the rack, but that was something pretty special. You don't see that every day. It speaks a lot to your character. It was very well deserved. Good job.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for voting me on it.
I didn't even know they had a boys and girls. I wanted to put Payne on male and Payne on female. That's how strong of a vote you had for me, buddy. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But Shane, what was your experience like on the outside looking in, watching all these kids compete relative to years past?
I'll say it over and over again. Watching these kids, just in the doldrums of my job, from the BCA, from the trade side to the instructors, to the pro players, to the WPA, to whatever else I'm dealing with, I can always turn around and go look at the juniors, and it's a source of inspiration. And this week it was really recharging for me just to stand around, and I say stand around. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off more than anything.
No, you had it right the first time.
Standing around. But it's inspirational. It's motivational. It's to say, hey, we still have a lot of work to do. However good of a show we could put on, and I know we were tinkering with different ideas of how to improve this, Mike, moving forward. But however good a show we could put on, we can always do better. And that's what we need to do. I mean, we need to cater to our young superstars and give them a platform, but not only this platform, but what happens, part of my job is what happens to these junior players after the BEF. What kind of infrastructure can we build after the BEF? And I know that's something we're working on as an association. There's still a lot of work to do, but from just standing around watching the juniors, it's always very inspirational and very motivational. I got an opportunity to sneak away, and they put me in some type of amateur tournament, and I beat some local. Next thing I know, I turn around, and Payne and his family and about 15 kids are like applauding me for winning a game.
How did he hit it?
No
Tell
clue
me the truth. How was his game? Clock him.
Not very good. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I didn't think they even. I don't think they even thought I knew how to hold a cue, Mike. So at least I won.
It was a fun experience, and there's many opportunities there to improve. But it's something that for me, being my second time at Junior Nationals, it was just like you said, Shane. It was inspiring. That event, unlike any other, really just. It doesn't drain me. It does the opposite. Like it fills up my tank full of gas when it comes to wanting to be involved in pool, because seeing these kids who have great character, who play the game great, who just want to play, that's it. They're not jaded by agendas or whatever. They want to go out and play pool and be amongst their friends, and they all are buddies until they have to meet each other, at Hill. So,
and Mike, to your point, what I see is like with the juniors is you still see a love of the game. A lot of the juniors haven't realized the ROI or aren't considering the ROI of going to different events. So when we're sending the pros to go to China or Qatar or wherever else they may be going to, the pros are instantly thinking ROI. Okay, how much is the airfare? How much is the hotel room? How much is the payout if I'm in this place? The junior players still have a safety net of their parents, and so they're not thinking of it of an ROI perspective. They're still playing this because they love the game and they just want to get better. And that's what we need to continue to nurture, because that's a big difference in mindset to playing because you love the game and you're trying to be a champion, as opposed to trying to be somebody out of $200 and you're more worried about a paycheck at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you more. And that's the part that makes it great. And that just kind of makes it even more a responsibility on your shoulders to make sure that, it's as high of a standard as it can be being out there, So for those kids' sake and making sure that they're able to go and compete at a great level. Shane, you still with us? Hopefully. You kind of froze up on me. Yes, no, maybe.
I am. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, I can hear. I
I'm
just
here.
wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Well, another reason why we wanted to bring you on, Payne, besides talking about the week that was and the Brendan Crockett and that viral moment that took effect, was some other news that came out in the last couple of days. So I'll defer to Shane here.
What's going on?
You there, buddy? If Shane,
Yeah. So, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm
I can
going
hear
in
you,
and
buddy.
out. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can or you can't.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you, buddy.
So when Payne, as you're well aware, when Hank Lehman qualified for both divisions, he made it very difficult for the BEF to figure out how we would select that fourth spot in the 19 and under boys division. We were very adamant in selecting that spot and how we would make that determination, that we wanted it to still be performance based within the 10 ball discipline at the BF Junior Nationals. So we looked at with the four boys placing 5th through 8th. Adrian was automatically eliminated because he got a spot in the U16 boys. Then we had to go through Yoder. Right. We had to go through Yoder, Vaughn, and yourself and try to figure out a way to select the best player to represent Team USA going to Austria. And what we did was we looked at winning percentages and how the three of you did in 10 ball. And when we calculated the numbers, your winning percentage by far exceeded the other two boys. So it is with great pleasure that I'd like to extend an invite to the World Junior Championships in Austria this October to you, Mr. Major Payne Mcbride.
Thank you.
If you want to go to Austria, you have a spot with your name on it.
Yeah, I do. I got to,
Awesome.
huh?
Yeah, I would think so. That you saw. So with that said, tell Mike and the rest of the crowd what your experience at Worlds last year was like and what the competition was like, and just give everybody else a sneak behind the curtain of the level of competition you expect to face coming up in Austria.
I would almost expect it to be a higher level of competition this year. I got 5th last year in Puerto Rico. Do you think, are there going to be more kids or less kids this year in Austria?
It's going to be the same amount of kids. It's still 24 players. But what I'll tell you is China's opened up now. And so I know some of the Asian federations are sending some of the Chinese players. So the competition did get stiffer, but it's the same number of players.
That'll be fun.
It was.
I lost my first match last year.
And you still got 5th?
Bad. Yes.
That's pretty strong, Payne. That's pretty strong. When Shane let me know of the news, I said, let's get him on the show and let's break it to him, and surprise you some. But more importantly, it's deserved, Payne. You earned that spot. It ain't nobody giving you a handout. And now you got to go and do the work on the back end to get ready for it. We see all these comments of congratulations, as I'm sure Payne does as well. I gotta tell you, man, I don't know if I could fade another year at BEF. I almost teared up like 4 times. Now I've been back for a couple of days, and I'm almost tearing up again. So, no, this is what we're here for, man. We're here to, showcase you guys and not just your great
Right.
talent, but your great character, man. So I'm just
Thank you to
appreciative,
everybody.
to be a part of it. Shane, you got anything else before we get out of here?
No, I'll say your mom. If your mom didn't tell you, she did a great job at keeping a secret. So
Yeah.
she's known for about 24 hours.
She has.
But she absolutely knew. And so hey, get to work.
Yeah.
I will.
What I've continually seen, and with all the other junior players that are out there, when I continually see a deficiency with the American players as opposed to the international players, is I like to call it the 3 Ds. And that's defense, discipline at the table, and decision making when you're at the table. And if I have any advice, and hey, you saw my game, you can beat me all day long. I'm looking at this at 10,000 feet, but I'm a competitor. And, I've been around sports my whole life. And so I'm pretty keen on observing it. And if I have any recommendations, practice your break and practice your defense. I think, you're one of the exceptions that you're making good decisions at the table. But practice your break, practice your defense. I think those will serve you very well when we get to Austria.
The break is going to be huge this year.
Yeah.
It's 10 ball.
It's time.
It's 10 ball.
It's time to put in that work, my man. So, listen,
I'm going to start grinding.
Yeah, no, for sure. On behalf of all the fans of Junior National Pool, we couldn't think of anyone better, Payne. So, we appreciate you, who you are. We appreciate your game. And now you got to go and, work your ass off and go give them hell out there. So,
That's right.
Thank you a ton.
Yeah. Best of luck to you. Massive congratulations. Shane, I appreciate you for allowing me to be a part of this. I just want to let you guys know later on tonight, I'm bringing on a team out of Odessa, Texas. We got an interview like around 9 o'clock tonight that we're going to be talking to as well. So even though my job in Quincy is done, my job towards these juniors ain't done. So you guys stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more stuff over the coming weeks. And, we hope you guys are a part of it. So we'll see you guys later.
A dog in it doubleheader?
Oh, look at that.
There we go. There we go. I need a co-host, Payne. Come on. We'll see you guys.
If you want me to.
Why don't I get the
Yeah.
invite for